No intro today. I'm just gonna talk. Right now I'm doing a 24-hour fast. Yes, I'm copying Shay. If you remember my vlogs, I think it was last week, I did something similar. I was up like for a long period of time and I took a nap and things like that, and I had only had like, crackers and like one other thing that day, so I was pretty close to basically doing a fast. But I decided last night, I was like, you know what, it's too late for me to start today because it was already like 8 o'clock at night. So it's like, alright, so starting at midnight, it can count as the next day, it'll count as Monday, so I'm going from midnight Monday till I wake up Tuesday, or midnight Tuesday, whichever happens. If I don't fall asleep before midnight, then I might eat something. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how I feel. But I'm gonna go 24 hours, no food. And I had 8 hours to go a little while ago. Now it's six hours, which it's gonna be easy peasy. But so now that I talked about that, gun control is becoming a really big issue now with all the mass shootings and everything, and it's just one too many. And my local news station is asking, if I believe, there should be a ban on assault weapons and things. It's tricky because I do believe in our, constitutional rights and stuff. Some of them are kind of worded poorly and promote things that they shouldn't promote and whatnot, and we've adjusted accordingly to them. But I do believe in the right to protect her. Sorry, my niece is distracting me. She's over there playing with a plate that I had from last night. But what I do believe is actually, okay, 2 minutes. Wow. I do believe that the high capacity magazines should be done away with unless you're a police officer or military or whatnot. Like, it's, as a civilian, we shouldn't need high capacity magazines, especially if you're the person that's like, oh, I collect guns and I shoot them at the gun range and just target practice. And you don't need a high capacity gun. You don't need a high capacity magazine. Hunters, you don't need a high capacity magazine. Most of your guns as a hunter have the pull pin. You pull and reload and push it back in. That's sufficient enough. I mean, even if those had, the pull pin kind had high capacity magazines or whatever for them, you've got to do that each time after you shoot, and you got to pull the pin, release the casing and whatnot. Then you're not going to get much off. However, if you have a semi-automatic gun, a semi-automatic rifle that can shoot multiple rounds, as long as you pull the trigger, you don't have to empty the casing yourself. It does it for you. Then you don't need a high capacity magazine for that, unless you're, in the military or SWAT, law enforcement, something like that. It's unnecessary. You don't need 50 rounds or so. I don't know how many bullets are in a clip, a high capacity clip, but you don't need that many to kill a deer. You just don't. And we need gun education, even in schools. Not necessarily hands-on education per se in schools. That's, but there should at least be a class of how guns work. What it does and so on and so forth. Something. Because the more educated a person is on something and how powerful something is, the less likely they're going to, joke around with it, when it comes to something so dangerous. And yeah, but to necessarily ban the guns themselves, you can ban the gun all you want, but it's not going to get rid of the guns off the street. It's just not. There's no point in banning a gun when you can get it illegally. Criminals are not going to follow the laws. I mean, they're criminals for a reason. But, getting rid of the high capacity magazines, the availability of them, Because there are people that can go and buy their gun illegally, and then they go to like a gun shop and they can get a high capacity round and no issue, or a high capacity magazine, and get the bullets and everything like that. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so it's like something's got to change. You know, if they're gonna get their illegal guns, at least make it to where they can't easily access a high capacity magazine. Make it hard for them. You know, that will help. Now, as far as regulations with purchasing guns, psych evaluations, completely, I 100% believe that you should go under a psych evaluation for it, you know? I mean, I just get so mad with some of the, you know, NRA gun-toting people that sit there and, you know, try to throw everything else at other people's faces, like cigarettes kill more people than guns do, and this, it's like, we're not talking about cigarettes, we're talking about guns. Oh, car accidents, drunk driving kills more people than guns do. We're not talking about that, we're talking about guns. Stay on topic, you know. Stop throwing other random facts in to distract us from the task at hand, you know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing that I just truly just frustrates me about the whole subject, and why I haven't made a video sooner. But today I just felt like speaking my opinion on this, you know. I mean, I'm not any kind of, you know, influential person. It's like I say this and people are just going to be like, oh, no, but I feel like voicing my opinion. I feel like getting it off my chest and venting it and putting it out there. And if somebody stumbles upon it and sees it, kudos, you know. I apologize that this is the extent of my vlog for today, but yeah, I hope, you know, all my viewers that watch, I hope you guys have a great day. Yeah, positivity, you know, and yeah, don't forget, crap, my thumb on the windowsill. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you feel necessary. And I will speak to you tomorrow.